All right, so the third litmus test, if you will, to establish abs of copper is going to be just a basic squat, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to line up in a normal squat, feet shoulder width apart, maybe toes angled out a little bit. We're going to start with the hands across the chest. Now Rachel's going to demonstrate first abs without copper. So she's going to come on down, and she's just going to kind of get that massive flex forward, shoulders round a little bit, and especially as she comes out of that hole, she's going to kind of sway up. She's going to scoop up to make that happen. So she can't stay upright with the body because the abs aren't working the way they need to. Let's go ahead and do that again. Just kind of collapse on down. And now she's going to drive out, and she's going to be scooping up though. That's what you're going to commonly see with people, is that they just can't make that squat happen. One way that we can do this with body weight is taking those fingertips behind the head. Okay, now with those fingertips behind the head, we don't want to be slack with the elbows. We don't want the elbows to be here. We really want to squeeze it back with those shoulder blades, keeping those ribs down, thinking about the interaction with your feet in the floor. She's going to stay more upright now as she pulls herself down. Now this won't always work for people because they will still hunch over and they'll still maybe even come down in a good spot, but they'll scoop up to come forward. So if that's the problem there, sometimes it might be good to introduce them into a goblet squat with the kettlebell. So we're going to put a kettlebell in that goblet squat position. This way now we want to maintain the vertical spine as she pulls herself down, keeping that kettlebell high, ribs down. So you notice that she does have a little angle here, which is totally okay, but for the most part she's got a nice vertical. The knees are over the toes, maybe even ahead of the toes, and she's going to pop out of there. Good. So now that kettlebell is going to actually help to concentrate on driving up and not scooping forward. Because if you scoop forward, chances are you might fall over. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. And there she is. And then she's going to spread the floor with her feet as she drives up. If that's still a little bit of a struggle, or if you're feeling like maybe the abs aren't working the way you want, try to take that kettlebell and let's turn it upside down. Now with the kettlebell, with the holding of the kettlebell, we don't want the hands to be close to the bell at all. We're going to keep those elbows in. We want to think about that kettlebell as full of water, so we don't want to tip or spill. We don't want that bell to move. Go ahead and slowly pull yourself down. And now without moving that kettlebell around, she's going to drive it straight up, and you're going to get a lot more abs going on there, right? Good. Down one more time, slow and steady. Pull yourself into the bottom of the squat. Don't just fall into it, and then you're going to drive up straight. So right there, squats, great way to indicate if we have abs of copper, great way to work the abs of copper.